Hello, my name is Nicole LaChapelle, and I am the mayor of East Hampton. Welcome to my weekly update. Today, I have a special guest, Officer Chad Alexander, who is the Public Information Officer for the East Hampton Police Department. Officer Alexander and Captain Patnode of the East Hampton Police Force are putting together a very special tribute with the American Legion here in town for our veterans as we go towards Memorial Day. Officer Alexander, can you give us some details about the program and how we can all get involved?
Sure. So the program Captain Patno and I learned about when we were visiting in Florida, and it's a fundraiser type program where residents can honor their local hero by purchasing a banner. The banner will be flown throughout downtown from Memorial Day through Veterans Day, and then come Veterans Day, the banner will be donated to the sponsor, who is typically a family member. We've seen already a great outpouring of community members that want to sponsor their veterans, especially when they learn that all proceeds are going to be donated directly to the Legion to be spent on East Hampton-based veterans programs.
So it sounds like there's a very close partnership between the department and the American Legion.
Correct, yeah. So originally we formed a group including Mark Subak, who is the current, I believe, president of the American Legion Post 224. We presented everything to him, and he was totally on board as soon as he saw it, especially when he saw the sample banner and in person. They're very durable, and they're great tributes to our local veterans.
When you first brought the program to an idea to my office, you had that sample banner, and it's really very impressive, high quality. Where will the banners actually be hung? With the flags on our flag poles or on the utility poles?
So they're 2x4 banners, 2 foot by 4 foot. They're going to be hung on every other telephone pole throughout downtown, and the flags will remain on the opposite telephone poles. We spoke with the Eversource utility company as well as Verizon, who own the poles throughout town. They thought it was a great idea, and after drawing up contracts and working out a bunch of logistics, they are completely on board. They think it's a great way to support our local veterans.
Great. So if I want to look into sponsoring a banner, who am I getting a hold of?
So you can contact me directly. You can contact me through the police department. Captain Patton and I spend a lot of our off time dealing with a lot of this, but I'm at the PD days from 7 to 3.
Okay.
Also, you can go to our website, easthamptonpd.com, where we have a link to the site where you can learn more about the program, and you can actually sponsor a banner right through there.
Okay. And then one last question, because you were talking about, you found out about these banners in Florida. I've never seen them in Massachusetts, and certainly not Western Massachusetts. Are there other communities near us doing this?
Near us, not so much. So there's 11 or 12 communities throughout the country, several in Florida, some in Virginia, and there's actually a couple of towns in New York that are doing it. Every program does it different and for different reasons, but the whole goal of the organization, it's a two-prong. It's to recognize local heroes from their community, but the other part is to raise funds to be given back directly to veteran programs in that community.
I love the idea of it, especially getting resources back to our local veterans. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
And I would welcome any questions about this program also in my office to make sure that people get a hold of you as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I always enjoy my visits to East Hampton Council on Aging. And the last time I was there, I was talking to our director, Brendan Rogers, about the UMass-led Needs Assessment Survey for seniors living here in East Hampton. I want to make sure that the seniors of our city know that there was a glitch in the mailing of the surveys, and some of you may receive 2 of them. Please know that this request for information, including your personal information, is legitimate and not an attempt by somebody to gain your personal information for their own use. Last night at City Council, we had a full agenda, and during my mayoral communications, I presented the fiscal 19 budget for the city of East Hampton. Copies of the budget can be found in my office as well as City Clerk and the Council on Aging. Additionally, we have posted the budget on our website, easthampton.org, under the Mayor's tab. During last night's Council, I didn't get a chance to read my mayor's message and would like to do so now that opens our budget document. Dear President McCoy and members of the City Council, as your mayor, I have worked tirelessly to craft a budget that reflects our city's promise, vibrancy, and potential. I am pleased to submit the City of East Hampton's proposed budget for fiscal year 2019. The proposed budget includes funds for the general operation and maintenance of municipal government, education, and debt service. In this proposed budget, I'm eager to premiere a new budget format. Based on the Government Financial Officials Association, GFOA, model, the new format presents critical city information in a transparent and accessible way for municipal leadership and to the people of East Hampton. The GFOA model incorporates guidelines established by the National Advisory Council on State and Local Budgeting and the GFOA's best practices on budgeting. The fiscal year 2019 budget represents a new beginning and the concentrated efforts of my administration to uphold transparency and efficiency in City Hall. Because of each resident's belief in East Hampton, we secure our city's progress. The proposed fiscal budget includes expenditures of $4,485 and $95. Of the tax levy, $1,443,950 funds the voted debt exclusions for the school building design and new school building, East Hampton High School. Results of the tax levy reflect dedicated revenue that offset expenditures, which are recognized excluded debt service. The fiscal year 2019 operating budget represents 1,178,169, or a 2.92 increase over last year's budget. We began the development of the fiscal year 2019 budget as we learned that East Hampton's net state aid decreased by 1.4% in the governor's budget proposal. Undoubtedly, this budget year was challenging for my administration. Nevertheless, our municipal leaders came together to carefully review all spending requests. We have identified those that are most critical to delivering the services for our community. The intention of East Hampton is all around us. We walk along the reservoir as we share meals and drive to work, as our children grow and graduate, as we grieve, and as we celebrate. These daily commitments to East Hampton capture our collective and individual identities and reaffirm our city's vibrancy and vitality. The energy in East Hampton is, I want to start that sentence over.
That's fine.
Okay, because it's a good one. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
The energy in East Hampton is palpable. Today, as I embark on presenting the accumulation of your belief in a new vision for the city of East Hampton, I feel overwhelming gratitude to serve the city and people of East Hampton. Now, more than ever, is the time to give East Hampton the fighting chance it deserves.